What if I told you that a man sold the Eiffel Tower not once but twice and got away with it? Sounds impossible, right? But this is the true story of the greatest conman in history, Victor Lustig, the man who could sell anything to anyone. Paris 1925. The Eiffel Tower was supposed to be temporary, built for the World Fair. It was rusting and expensive to maintain. The French government was secretly considering tearing it down. When Victor Lustig read this in the newspaper, his brilliant criminal mind saw an opportunity that would make him a legend. Lustig was no ordinary thief. He was charming, sophisticated, and spoke 5 languages fluently. He dressed like a count, lived in luxury hotels, and convinced everyone he was royalty. But behind that perfect smile was a master manipulator. So what did he do? He printed fake government letters on official-looking paper and invited 6 of the richest scrap metal dealers in Paris to a secret meeting at the luxurious Hotel de Crillon. He told them the government was selling the Eiffel Tower for scrap metal, but it had to be kept secret to avoid public outcry. The dealers were shocked but excited. This was the deal of a lifetime. 7,000 tons of iron, millions of francs in profit. Lustig acted perfectly. He took them on a tour of the tower in a rented limousine. But here's where his genius showed. He pulled one dealer aside privately, a man named André Poisson. Lustig whispered, "I'm taking a big risk arranging this deal. I'm just a low-paid government official. Perhaps you could help me with a little extra payment for my troubles." This was the masterstroke. By asking for a bribe, Lustig made the whole scam feel more real. Because corrupt officials ask for bribes, right? Poisson was convinced. He paid Lustig the money for the tower plus a huge bribe. Lustig took the cash and vanished, disappeared into thin air. When Poisson realized he'd been scammed, he was so embarrassed he never reported it to the police. He didn't want the world to know he'd been fooled. And here's the craziest part. 1 month later, Lustig returned to Paris and sold the Eiffel Tower again to another dealer, using the exact same trick. But this time the victim went to the police. Lustig had to flee to America. In America, Lustig continued his cons. He even tricked Al Capone, the most dangerous gangster in history. He convinced Capone to give him $50,000 for an investment. Lustig kept the money for 2 months, then returned it saying the deal fell through. Capone was so impressed by Lustig's honesty that he gave him $5,000 as a reward. Lustig had just conned the most feared man in America. But every con artist's luck runs out eventually. In 1935, Lustig was caught making counterfeit money. He was sentenced to 20 years in Alcatraz, the most secure prison in America. He died there in 1947, but his legend lives forever. Victor Lustig proved that confidence is everything. With the right words, the right look, and enough confidence, you can sell anything, even a national monument. So remember, next time someone offers you